Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 13. Kshetra Kshetragna Vibhaga Yogam. The matter and the master. The field and the fielder. The known and the knower. All the words are one and the same. Sloka number 4. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Tat Kshetram Yachaya Drikcha.
Tat Kshetram Yachaya Drikcha.
Yadvikari Yatascha Yat.
Yadvikari Yadakshayat.
Nachayo Yat Prabha Sachayo Yat Prabhavascha.
Nachayo Yat Prabhavascha.
Tat Samasena Me Shrunu.
Tat Samasena Me Shrunu.
For the Arjuna's 6 questions about the Vedantic terms, technical terms. What is the meaning of the Prakriti, Purusha? What is the meaning of the Kshetram, Kshetragna? And what is the meaning of the Gnanam and Gneyam? Altogether 6 questions are asked by Arjuna. Out of that we made into as only, in fact, he is interested to know only 3 of them, because 2 words, 3 words are repeated. Therefore, after listening to Arjuna's questions, Bhagavan started explaining, and that also we saw. Bhagavan first briefly told that this is Kshetram. Who knows this Kshetra means this world, the world of plurality, the world of names and forms. Who is knowing this? Known by whom? I am the knower, therefore I am the Kshetragnaha. So like that, this is, you have to know clearly. He said in the 3rd shloka, and of course from 2nd shloka onwards Bhagavan started giving the answer. In 3rd shloka, particularly in the last class which we have discussed, I have given a very wide discussion about the Kshetragna. How to recognize that? What are the limitations in the Kshetram? How those limitations not affect and touch the Kshetragna? For that I have given a point-wise explanation. Anyhow, in the 3rd shloka, Bhagavan's point is that Kshetragna, which I am talking to you, which I am going to talk to you little more, is not one per head. Even the Kshetrams, the bodies are many, Jivas are many, but in every Jiva, every body, the expressing consciousness, Kshetragna, is one and the same. That only in the third shloka, it is very, very important point. Based on that only, keeping that in the mind only, I explained to you all Vedantic principles that day. Sarva kshetreshu bharata. So in this way, first you must know this is the matter and this is the spirit. This spirit, kshetrajna, or who is called Purusha, is one and the same in and through in everybody. So totally three you must know. One is what is the matter, these names and forms, the world of names and forms. Who is knowing that? I am knowing. Who is this I? This I is one. Absolutely no difference of that Chaitanyam, consciousness. Then in the fourth shloka, now Bhagavan started, okay, I will just introduce to you what is Kshetram, what is Kshetrajna. Now I will again briefly I will explain to you about the Kshetram. So please listen from me. Again, fourth shloka also is a just introduction. What is Kshetram? What is its modifications? How it functions? Or what are the parts in it? That alone, and what are the modifications, vikaras? And who is that Kshetrajna? What is his greatness, prabhavam? That also, samasena me shrunu. You listen from me briefly. This is what we have completed in the last class. Now, Bhagavan started explaining in fifth shloka, ऋषिभिर्बहुधा गीतम्
ऋषिभिर्बहुधा गीतम्
छन्दोभिर्विविधैः पृथक्
छन्दोभिर्विविधैः पृथक्
ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव
ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव
हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः.
हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः.
Before going to explain and talk about the details of the Kshetram matter, now Bhagavan telling the some guarantee or the authoritative to his words. These are not my own words. I am not just telling to you for your sake newly, only to you like that. These all I borrowed. I borrowed. So where it is said, where these things were explained by whom? So Bhagavan first enumerating that in this shloka. These topics, details are discussed and explained in so many ways by the Veda mantras, and those Veda mantras, the intelligent Rishayaha, Drashtaraha, Gnaninaha, Vivekinaha, they understood them and they again spoke about it. In the Upanishads also, Vedas also, Rishis only talking. Many episodes, stories, Upanishads anywhere. Rishibhi Bahuda Gitam. These Rishis are talked about in so many ways. And what they talked their own again? No. Chandobhi Vividhaihi Gitam. Whatever is in different Vedas, in different places, Vividhaihi, and those things only they sung. they again talked about it. How Pruthak, in a very detailed manner. Here, Pruthak means not separate. Pruthak word is used separate, Pruthak, Pruthak. In Gita beginning it will come that word. But here Pruthak means in each topic, separately, detailedly. Not only that, even by Brahma Sutra Padaihi cha eva. Here, particularly, this Brahma Sutra Padaha means two meanings we can take. One is, in this context, Shankaracharya says we have to take only the Upanishadic statements. They are called Brahma Sutra Padaihi. Okay? Or, if you take Vyasacharya's Brahma Sutras, he wrote 555 formulas or sutras to analyze and clarify all the intricacies, contradictions of the entire Vedantic, Upanishadic, Vedic lore. So that is a very condensed form for the Uttam Adhikaris to understand. After studying all this, logical discussion, sutras, you can take in that way also, or but mainly here by the, because Vyasacharya written later from his own brain. Therefore, either Brahma Sutras or the Bhagavad Gita, we call them as the Smruti Grandhas. Smruti Grandhas. But Shruti is Vedam. That we don't know who wrote, when, no. It is said by any person, no. Apaurusheyam. After that, if anybody like Krishna or somebody, Jaimani Rishi wrote Karma Sutras and Dharma Sutras, Patanjali Maharshi wrote the Yoga Sutras, Vyasacharya wrote Brahma Sutras. So they all come under the Smruti. But anyhow, and Vedas told, and then whatever is told by the Vedas, the Rishis are spoken. And that only some people again wrote in a different format. Then just we have to believe like that, blindly. Like other religions say, you should not ask any question, should not point out anything like that. No. Here in our Shastra, we have a lot of freedom. They are filled with Hetumadbhihi. They were all decisively, correctly, precisely finalized by the logic also. Therefore, here Hetu means logic. Here logic word coming, therefore there Brahma Sutra Padaihi means you must take only Upanishadic statements. Here maybe you can take Vyasaji's Brahma Sutras or your own discrimination. Use your logic. Through your own experiences in the life, whatever you see, learn, you ask questions, clarify it. So we never say that this is this, you have to follow. No. You yourself analyze, you yourself ask questions, get the answers from the Guru, see that it is tallying with the Shastra or not. Then only. That's why generally we say Shruti, Yukti and Anubhuti. My own experience and logic. So Brahma Sutras are the logical statements there. So They were not just told like that, very much researched, analyzed, filtered, and kept brought together. Anytime, anywhere, anybody, nobody, nowhere, in any time cannot blame or change it. That is that. That's it. But religious leaders will come and go. And another religious leader come and says what that religion head told, it is wrong. This is not like that. This is not like that. It is eternal, as eternal like the Brahman, as eternal like the God, as eternal like the world, nature. So Bhagavan, why we brought this shloka in between? To create an utmost shraddha, commitment, interest in the scriptures. So otherwise, Arjuna also may think that why, what you are talking, is it your own kapola kalpana, your own thoughts? No, it is not my own thoughts. It is the thoughts of the Vedas from the time immemorial. So like that, to emphasize, to give that authoritativeness to his words, Bhagavan brought this shloka in between. And then afterwards, then he explains about what is the kshetra. Because he promised, no, I am going to tell. Now the sixth shloka, Mahabhutyanyahangkarah
महाभूतान्यहङ्कारः
बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च
बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च
इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च
इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च
पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः.
पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः.
Now here the description about the kshetram, the matter. So before going to the word of the Bhagavan's the description, you listen first, we'll think few points like this. Matter means it is a continuous flow of cause effect. Point number one, matter, prakriti, maya, all these names, avyaktam, moola prakriti, pradhanam, all are one and the same words. Simply we are saying in English matter. Matter is a thing which continuously flow. That's why the meaning of Jagat, Jayati Gachati, comes, goes, like a river flow. With what? Cause, effect. Karana, Karyam, Karya Karanam. This is the main phenomena in the matter. Now, to understand this point, from Father, the Son, again from this Son, another child, like that it will come, no? So, Father is the cause for the Son, and Son is the effect. Now, this Son is the cause, and his Son is the effect. Yes? Now, if I ask that, like this is the sequence, continuous flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What that is? What is this number? Cause, effect, and cause. But when it comes to the second number, my son is having two roles. He is the effect of me and he is the cause of his son. Then what is the cause of my presence, this particular body, this prakriti, that we won't get answer anywhere, anytime. Because later we will come to know that it is also a cycle, like where it began, where it ends, no. That's why very difficult to understand what is happening here. Last class mainly we talked about the science and what are the drawbacks in the science, where they are spending their whole energy, time, mind only in this cause and effect matter, but never on the spirit consciousness. Without knowing the consciousness, you can never come to a right conclusion. That is what our Shastra says. So here, father, son, like that. Or understand in this way, another example. Today is the effect and yesterday is the cause. And today is the cause for the tomorrow's effect. Now, this today has got two roles. From the standpoint of the yesterday, it is effect. From the standpoint of tomorrow, this is the cause. This is how here, whichever is cause, later on it will become the effect. Whichever is the effect will become the cause. This is how this cycle is going on here. Now, so this, about this matter, this cause and effect, this is very elaborately explained in our scriptures. Therefore, you must know about the matter also and the master also. Okay? Now here, always we remember, already we told, this master observer can never become observed. The observer can never become the observed. Okay? This point is just I'm reminding you, but here mainly we are talking about that again, Ch-13 knower we are going to discuss. So here, a simple abstract description about it. Another point is the matter. You are experiencing it. Shastra is going to tell in his own way. Krishna is going to tell in a still brief way. Before that, matter can never be destroyed. This is science opinion also. Matter can never be destroyed. Then in scriptures you say pralayam. When pralaya comes, everything gets dissolved. Yes, dissolved. But what happened? It not gone totally. It just went into the unmanifest form. And whichever is unmanifest, then again manifest. So therefore, no one can destroy the matter, even including the Lord. That is like that only. Only thing it can happen, matter is converted into energy, energy is converted into matter. That's it. If it is in a matter form, we say it is a manifested. If it is in an energy form, we say it is a unmanifested form. Okay? So, You have to remember now the first principle. It is a constant flow. Therefore, even if it gone to the unmanifest form, it won't remain there, because its nature is changing. Constant changing is its nature. Even it goes to the unmanifest, it cannot remain in the unmanifest. Again, it has to change and become manifest. Okay? Take simple example of, for example, water is there. Water is now changed into the ice, solidified. Now ice is again melted and water. The water is now steamed, become evaporate. But whether it is in a gas form, whether it is in a liquid form, whether it is in a solid form, but it is there already. It is there. Here also there. It is there always. In the same way, this matter also, whether it appears, disappears, and gets merged with it and mix with it, and something combinations may happen. None of us has not seen the pralayam. We can't see. That we are depend on the Shastra says one pralayam time is there, where to understand that you not necessarily you accept blindly the Shastra as like in your sleep. Sleep is also a laya. If it happened in a little bigger level, pralaya. If it happened in a very, very big total level, it's called Mahapralaya. That's it. Is it not happening in your day-to-day experience, pralayam? Again, it's coming out, when you go to sleep, nothing is there again. Therefore, understand this principle. Next, this basic matter is called here in the Sloka by Krishna, Avyaktam. I have told already just now. Avyaktam, Maya, Prakriti, Pradhanam or Mula Prakriti, all synonym words. And another point, this creation process, okay, something is born, this cause and effect, and that is again be there and grow, and that becomes the cause again. This happens just like that suddenly. Is it a revolution or evolution? Krishna says, Shastra says, it is always evolution. It's a step by step, in a very gradual manner it will manifest. And going to unmanifest also, in a gradual, slow manner it will go to unmanifest. Is it not true? In our life, the child formed in the mother's womb, suddenly child won't come. 9 months, step by step, slowly. Okay, child came out, not becoming immediately bigger. We see all that, how slowly, even we don't know how that slow process is happening. That's why we never feel that we are growing. And flower blossoms slowly. First it will come little, then little. You have to observe this, how the nature functions. This is another point. So it never happened. It is not a sudden revolution. It is a slow evolution. Why these points are all? Because the modern science later told that the Big Bang theory, one day suddenly dum sound came and evolution happened. All Shastra doesn't agree, all of them. They say that matter evolved afterwards, then only from that matter conscious came. That is the science they cannot understand. That's why I told last class, Krishna said, you come to my Gita class. I will tell you exactly why you are unnecessarily breaking the head in the laboratories. Okay. How matter, from matter consciousness, how it can come? It is like that. Somebody says the bulb burning light. Somebody says from this bulb electricity generated. From the bulb light is generated, heat is generated, not the electricity. How funny it is like that. Then, and in this evolution slow, several stages are talked about by different philosophies. Even in Indian philosophies, one philosophy tells a few steps. Like that, in Upanishads we saw somewhere, sometimes it will tell only 3 Panchamahabhutas in Chandogya Upanishad. Then sometimes it will tell, like this numbers will keep on saying, the stages. But it doesn't matter, all that it is talking about the same thing. Now, Krishna enumerating here by taking the support of the Sankhya philosophy, which we already saw in other contexts, some other classes, particularly in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Kapila Gita is very much elaborately talked about this all evolutes. 24 Chaturvimshati Tattva Prakarani 24. In some people maybe explain 64 also. Even Krishna in the Gita, sometimes he talks about the 11, sometimes he talks about the 8. Ashtadha Prakriti. Now here he is again briefly talking about only 4-5 things only. In that everything will come. How? So in this way, this cycle, now what we are talking about, this Ch-13, this constant flow of the cause and effect, this cycle, no one can stop. No one can stop or do anything about it. Then what to do? You do one thing. You take this phenomenal, constant flowing cause and effect, this one, the world, matter, take it as an entertainment, a free cinema for you. It is a free entertainment or a story. When it is a story, cinema, it is only for an entertainment. Whether it is a comedy story or tragedy story, how does it matter? It's story. This world, take it in that way. Otherwise, you will have always a conflict, confusion and struggle. So while enjoying this sport, this cinema story, you discover your own self also. That's it. That means what? Never poke the nose to change, to bring this thing, that thing and all that. Never break your head by exploring in the matter. In the matter. Only some extent, only Shastra, Yoga, you keep some control on your body, discipline, that much it will tell. Take a diet only this much. It doesn't mean that we are going to keep this permanently. And as long as it stays, you utilize it and enjoy it, entertainment, and you discover your own self. That's it. This is the only job. Nothing else. Okay, keeping all these points in the mind, now let us see the word to word meaning. Uh, Before the Bhagavan used the words, let me tell you in this way first. Then I will link those words here too. Totally, Bhagavan is talking about the 24 things. I told no just now. But he is using only 3-4 words. Now let us think what generally we say we studied in the Sankhya Kapila Gita. And all. Number one, Prakruti. Number one is Prakruti. For this, I told just now, Prakriti means Mula Prakriti, Pradhanam, Maya, all this. Prakriti. Matter, basic matter. Singularity, that is one. That is only there as Prakriti. For this, Bhagavan used the word Avyaktam. Avyaktam. Then second, from this Prakriti came next evolution. Came, not separate. From this that came Mahat. Second. This Mahat told by Bhagavan here, used the word is Buddhi, total Buddhi, the cosmic intelligence. Buddhi. Then from this Buddhi, Mahat came Ahankaraha. Ahankaraha. Bhagavan used the same word, Ahankara only. That means up to here, the macro formation started. Took 3 stages, macro, total. Prakriti and Buddhi and or Mahat and Ahankara. All macro. Now what happened after this, in this, from this Ahankara, 3 diversions has taken place. 3 branches like 3 diversions has taken place. Up to there it is only one. From that this, from that this. Now from that Ahankara, 3 things. What are they? Sattvika Ahankara, Rajasika Ahankara and Tamasika Ahankara. 3 things came. Now, for this 3, from this 3, each one again, 3 are there. Sattvika Ahankara, from Sattvika Ahankara came Manaha. Manaha. Then from Rajasika Ahankara came Dasha Indriyani. Dasha Indriyani. From Tamasika Ahankara came Dasha Bhutani. Generally we talk about the Panchabhutas, but Shastra Tattvabodha also we saw Dasha Bhutani. How? I will tell you. Now let us count it. Prakriti, Mahat, Ahankaram, 3. Then Manaha, 4. Then 10 Indriyas, 14. And 10 Mahabhutas, 24. So this 24 Bhagavan kept in only these 5 words, that is Avyaktam, Buddhihi, Ahankaram, and even Manaha word he didn't use. He said Ekam cha. Hey, what Ekam? How will understand? Then Bhashyakarar writes, explains that Ekam means Manaha. Because sometimes in Shastra, Ekadashancha Indriyani used to tell. Because Dasham and 1, 10 plus 1, Ekadash Indriyani, Manas also included. So here Bhagavan, Ekahana, that Manas. Of course, For Indriyas, he mentioned Dashendriyani, then Mahabhutani. These are the words Bhagavan used. Now, Dashendriyas we know, 5 organs of the senses, 5 organs of the action, 10. Now, about when we say 10 bhutas, 10 bhutas, you should not say 10 mahabhutas, 10 bhutas. Here, 5 are subtle elements and 5 are gross elements. These gross elements only we are talking Pancha Mahabhutaha, space, air, fire, water and earth. But we saw in the Tattvabodha there is first they were in the subtle form. Then the combination happened among them, Panchikaranam. Then only Pancha Mahabhuta. So 10 bhutas. In this way, total this 24 is called Kshetram. This is Achetanam. It doesn't have on its own Chetanam. It is a matter. But when the one stands at the side of it, 24 plus 1, Kshetragna, that is the Chetanam. From the Kshetragna Chetanam consciousness only borrowed by this entire Kshetra. Just borrowed. Because they borrowed, they were not become permanently Chetana. Our body is not permanent Chetana, temporarily Chetana. The plant is temporarily Chetana. Just borrowed. So now which is important? By which is existing? Now here the point is, what we talked about this cause and effect in the matter, in this, does affect the Kshetragna? In Kshetragna, consciousness, there is no cause and effect. Karya Karana Vilakshanam. Many Upanishads, many times we studied that. Now, another point is, I, the Kshetragna, listen carefully, I, the Kshetragna, cannot own anything from this Kshetra. Really speaking, I am the real owner, like, I am the only giving the Chaitanya for that. But as a Kshetragna, consciousness master, I cannot own anything from this Kshetra, or I cannot control anything in the Kshetra. Then how you are called as yourself master? That's why I am master. Because that means what here? Ownership and controllership both are not possible. That means what, sir? So I have no capacity. Not like that, understand properly. Ownership and controllership. For example, we all say that this body is mine, my body. Do you have any real ownership on it? People say this, I am the owner of this house. What owner? How long? You have to leave it and go. Your own body, with which body you are saying that, I am the owner of this body, I have this house, I have the document, all that. One day, this said body, the documents which you show, the house, everything you have to leave and go. So that means, in fact, Kshetragna is not at all involved in any of these things, not necessary to involve, no need to involve, because that is not real. It is mithya. Therefore, remember this. So same thing about my own body. Why this point now? World, okay, I am not the owner of that. Now I have sold it out. Like that, people say. Leave out all. You have your own body and about your mind also, same thing. You cannot own it, you cannot control it. If anyone, if you are doing it really, tell me. Whatever I say, my body will listen. I will tell, don't get any cold or headache, okay? Stomach ache, leg pain. What a funny thing. You have no any ownership and controllership. This is should be meditated, this point, slowly later, okay? Now, outerly listen, it will be like a vague something. What is this? Indirectly, what feeling it will come? Then I am helpless. Yes, I am helpless. That's why I am keep on cry and beg with the Lord Ishvara. I am helpless. I am anatha. No, not to say that this statement, to discover that apart from you, there is nothing is there. No Ishvara, no Jagat, no Jiva. Brahma Mukkate, Para Brahma Mukkate. That if I am alone, everything, what I have to own? Tell me. For example, a king is there. King was there. Raja is there. King. The entire country belongs to him. Then again, he has to tell to somebody, minister or even, I want to own that house, I want to own that bangla. Everything is yours only. Yes or no? That Brahmasthiti. If second thing other than me, anything is the only, I can own it. If second somebody is there, my subordinate only, I can control it. No subordinate, no second thing. See where we landed. See, in this way you have to understand. Then, now here, body, mind, I told, will include one more point. What? Sir, in mind also, but Shastra, sometimes we say control your mind, Shama, Dhamma, all that. It doesn't mean that really Chitta Vritti Nirodha, stop all the modifications of the mind. That all we have to understand properly. Understand properly. You be indifferent is called controlling. To be indifferent. Okay, otherwise in the mind, what about the emotions? Because emotions are playing a major role, no, in the mind. Vasana based emotions, emotions which are vasana based, that means which are coming from the previous janmas habits and my lifestyle or whatever attachment or imprints. Vasanas means imprints. That all comes now also. So like that vasana based emotions, I have no any control on them. That's why many times after doing all this, after doing lot of puja, everything also, Swami, my mind is unnecessarily getting the negative thoughts. My mind is unnecessarily feeling this, that. Don't give importance. They are vasana based emotions. But let them come. no control. On which you have no control, what you have to do, be indifferent, let them come and pass away. Because this is the law here. Whatever comes, it goes. Because it is a matter. What is the law of matter? Matter is always constantly flowing. Emotions also flow away. Whether it is a old vasana also, it will go away. You just wait. You just wait. There you need the inner strength of support of the Guru and Shastra. That's why don't become panic if any old vasana emotions comes up. They will go away. Let it also pass away. Nothing going to stay. Don't worry. Sukham also won't stay. Dukkham also won't stay. Remember this law. You are always will be happy. Now, 7th shloka. इच्छाद्वेष सुखं दुःखं
इच्छाद्वेषसुखं दुःखं
संघातश्चेतना धृतिः
सङ्घातश्चेतना धृतिः
एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन
एतत् क्षेत्रं समासेन
सविकारमुदाहृतम्.
सविकारमुदाहृतम्.
What I have spoken to you just now, this last few minutes, that only Bhagavan here, about the same Kshetram matter only, but he is talking about where the mainly problem for a human being, where he has to work. We told that you have no any ownership and control. Now I told that also vasana based emotions also you have no control. What happens in the everything, your mind is the cause. Mind means likes and dislikes, we already defined before. So now Bhagavan here few words using, these are the things happening, and that is also a matter. How does it matter? See, many times we give importance, my body, old people, you see, can see, diseased, bedridden also, they won't much worry because it become habitual, the disease is permanent now. But still, on the bed or they worry, mentally they will worry. I told some mothers or parents say, I am not at all worrying about myself, Swamiji. I don't bother about whatever happened. But my son, my daughter, where the worry comes? In the mind. So whether you say I am worrying about my body or worrying about some other body, worry is a worry. So therefore, what is happening exactly? Ichha, desire. Desire means basic desires, okay. Now I know if hunger comes, I have to eat, otherwise I will faint. If hunger comes, I have to eat, otherwise the acidity will come. Like that, now Ichha is there because previous experience I had. Now cold winter, raining, then immediately Ichha will be there, I have to put a sweater. Those Ichhas are not wrong. Because of previous experience, I desire now, isn't it? It's natural, hunger like that. But apart from that basic need and natural requirements, you desire like this, what? My son should be like this, my daughter should be like this, because I already planned in my mind, because I compared with the neighbor's son or daughter. In this way, I had a desire. This is the dangerous. So Icha. But anyhow, it is happening in the mind. And Dvesha. Therefore, if I, which I don't like, that also I already experienced. Then it is happening, if it is coming, I hate it. I hate because it troubles me. Like that Dvesha. Where it happens? In the mind. Then these together to say in another words, Sukham, Dukkham. But they will vary. They will vary to person. They will vary time to time. For me itself, time to time they will vary. Okay? I ate yesterday also ice cream. I like also that big ice cream. But today I have a toothache. Toothache, I won't like it now because I'm suffering. Changed, Sukha Dukkham. And then, or Sanghataha. This Sanghata means a combination, congregation. Body also is a Panchabhuta Sanghata, Sapta Dhatus and all that. Asti, Mamsam, no, Majja, all kinds of. Here, but Bhagavan talking about the mind, here also Sanghata means here, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta. Ahankara also is there inside. All this together only know Manas Antakaranam Chatushtayam. Manas is always called as Antakarana Chatushtayam. So Sanghata. And in this mind Sanghata, some reflection also falling. Chetana. Here Chetana means not the, we are not talking about the consciousness or the Kshetrajna here. Reflected consciousness. Where reflection consciousness taking place? In the mind instrument only. So if this Sanghatam congregation is a suitable combination, their consciousness express. For example, we use the mirror, but if that mirror is without that black, that painting, some painting silicone, some painting they will put, no, or that is broken, that painting gone, sometimes it will go in bathrooms behind the mirror, then you cannot see your reflection. In normal glass you cannot see your reflection, but if that glass is associated, combined with that particular back painting, you will see the reflection. Exactly, a particular combination in a normal, this Panchamahabhuta body consciousness cannot express. If it expresses, the dead body also should express. So inside subtle body, the mind is a very suitable combination Sanghata, where the reflection, Chidabhasa, takes place. And then there sometimes, no, this Dhrutihi. Dhruti means here firmness, fortitude. That means to do any of these bodily actions, okay, firmness and for gnanam, that is all, leave it. Just for, I have to be healthy. I accept, I expect, no, I must work more. So I decide, that is called fortitude or the firmness, to do some, to make this kshetram to do certain works. And if I have to take bath. If I don't take the bath for many days, this body will get disease problem. I know. So I am very conscious of it. And timely, if you won't eat, I will get stomach problems. I know it. So dhruti. Therefore, I have to go for body exercise also. Keep fit. Dhrit. So I have some kind of that firmness. I have to earn money to make my daughter to get married. I have to put it, save it. Dhritya here means that is also a kind of one function in the mind. Arjuna, what to say? All these things are kshetram. So entire the mind and the problems of the mind and the, everything is also kshetra. It is a matter. Including the Chidabhasa, that reflection. Jiva, that's why Jiva is not real. Jiva is not at all real. If Jiva is not real, where is the question of Jiva traveling? Where is the question of Jiva taking another birth? These are only imagination. Okay, if at all this subtle body mind matter, it may travel. It may travel and enter into another body. But our purpose of explaining this is not to hold on to that. Hey, that is all matter, man. How does it matter? How does it matter? Give total divorce to it. Cut off. Cut off. So in this way, samasena, I told you, this is the briefly what matter means. You got the point? And not only that, finally let me tell you, or this word should be told first, which is having a constant change. Savikaram udahrutam. Samasena savikaram, this changing, this principle, this thing, everything is called etat, that is called kshetram. Kshetram. Then afterwards, Bhagavan going to tell from the sloka number 7 over, from 8th to 11th. I'm not taking today because it is a very wonderful, beautiful topic of the next point. Lord is going to explain about the Arjuna asked what is Jnanam. But the meaning we have given there, Jnanam in Arjuna's question is what are the qualifications and the mental preparation, makeup and eligibility should be there to a one person to establish in his own essential nature Kshetrajna. That means Bhagavan is going to talk in the next class about the values. 20 values. We will see them in very detailed manner. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.